Hey Gemini, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading and your energy this week is suit up and show up. It kind of reminds me of How I Met Your Mother, how he used to, what was it, the Neil Patrick Harris character is always saying suit up. And that's kind of what you need to do this week. It is going to be showing you feeling, like with this Eight of Swords and this suit up, there's a feeling of being constricted and being pushed to your limits and like the way, if you're a female and if you've been pregnant, feeling like you can't stretch any further, you can't go on any further, you can't carry this thing any longer, or feeling corseted, like you can't, there's boundaries and limits you have to operate in. So there's like, but there is very home stretch energy. It feels like the home stretch. So I am using Game of Thrones Tarot and Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power. I have stack 1, 2, 3. They're timestamped below, so you can skip to the one or more than one that you feel like has a message for you. These are general for the collective. So if you would like a personal reading that answers more of your questions or feels like it has more to do with your life, my Etsy page is linked below and you can get an email reading. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I come out with these every week, although I'm considering changing it up. I'm thinking about, instead of doing a pick a card, maybe doing one bigger reading and then like doing it in 2 parts, the bigger general reading and then like maybe a twin flame reading. I'm just kicking around the idea. Or if you like the pick a cards as they are, maybe I'll stick with that. But comment and let me know what you think. Welcome to my new space. Forgive me if any of the filming here is a little bit janky while I try to get used to how I operate in it. Okay? Stack 1. You have Judgment, reversed King of Coins, King of Pentacles, and Akshobhaya. There's that. All right. Something from the past that you probably thought was dead and buried is waking up and being reactivated, called back into service, coming back to life. And it is not, with this Judgment, this is a major arcana, so this isn't like 6 of Cups, which is more a smaller. The minor arcana, that's going to be your day-to-day, and this is going to be big spiritual, karmic, life cycle type energy. So this is something that is it's tied to your purpose and it's tied to your destiny. It's tied to why you came here at all. And so it is going to be hard to ignore. It's going to be hard to... It's going to be loud and it's going to be possible to ignore, actually. So it is creating some feelings of instability, not feeling enough, questioning your life choices, questioning the structure and the validity, questioning the structure and the validity of the life that you've built. But like it says, you have to suit up this week and show up. And so tap into this energy. This energy is here to help with a reminder to, or guidance to help you detach, compartmentalize. Compartmentalization is one of those weird things where, in general, if that is how you live your life, it is not healthy. But it's a tool that can be used surgically. It can be used in certain situations like this home stretch, when you have to show up, like when it's temporary, when it's like just this week, you just need to hold on. When you have, or if your life is falling apart, but you have to show up for a job interview, you have to use that as a tool to get through situations. But so I don't want to suggest compartmentalization as a way to live, because it isn't healthy and it's not being whole. And so don't compare yourself to others. With Judgment being here, I feel like I need to say that what's yours is always yours. It can never not be yours. Just because it isn't in your hands in this moment, just because it isn't in your hands now, what's rightfully yours cannot actually be taken from you in the cosmic sense. All right, stack 2. You have 10 of Spears. That's like the 10 of Wands. The Lovers in reverse. The Red Dakini. Let's see, can you see it? A lot going on in that image. Okay. So it feels like you are having trouble keeping it all together. It feels like you just want to drop everything and allow yourself to fall apart, allow yourself to have a breakdown, or to make just whatever you have to do to make life back off. For some reason, it reminds me of this lady I saw in like 60 Minutes or something, like 10 years ago, who was pushed so far to the brink and so overworked and so underappreciated and behind on sleep that she had considered just wrecking her car in order to force her life to slow down and back off. Like, she couldn't just say and set that boundary herself. She had to go to that extreme measure. I don't know why I thought of that story, but it's an extreme version of what this energy is. It's showing you questioning your life choices. Questioning partnerships. Mostly because you either don't feel supported by the person you're with, or you're at a distance from the person that does support you. At least emotionally or spiritually speaking. Not like the person that takes care of you financially, but... So, with this card here, I feel like what the message you may need to hear is that your choice to love is never wrong. And so to love is to be tapped into the force and source of all life. The source, tapped into what actually animates life. And so if you're feeling constricted, these swords, this is like a mental, this is a philosophy. This is a philosophy of restriction. This is the type of thought pattern that would tell you that any choice that you make to love could be wrong under certain contexts. Like whether you're judging who loves who, or it's wrong to love that person, or anything that puts a question or a cage around what love is and isn't, or shouldn't flow to, that's what this judgment is. That's what this constriction is. That's what this corset around your mind is. And so this is the home stretch, and it says to lighten up on yourself, and that I need to repeat that to give love is never a wrong choice. And that's the most definitive I'll ever be on this channel. Stack 3, you have the Emperor, King of Cups, both of them Jon Snow here, and the Medicine Buddha. So this feeling of being stretched to your breaking point, maybe because you're trying to do everything yourself. That's with this Emperor. And maybe because you don't want to give up control, show weakness, and it's this emotional king that's out of balance. So like the Emperor is all four kings, right? The king of your emotions, intellect, the physical world, and your energy and will and drive and passion. So when all four of these things are in alignment, you're the Emperor. So this one is being highlighted here as the one that needs your attention, as the one that is a little bit creating the instability, creating this feeling of restriction, creating this feeling of not being enough. And so he is not, the King of Cups is the master of his emotions. And it's not because he doesn't feel them or bypasses them. He's the master of his emotions because he acknowledges them, faces them, feels them deeply, heals them when they're needed, and has the strength and the self-power enough to show vulnerability, connect with others, and help others, because he doesn't suppress those feelings. And so it is okay. This is talking about, this card here is talking about connecting with others, reaching out, asking for help, and being able to show that vulnerability that this Emperor doesn't there's just some exhaustion and some powerlessness, some diminished authority or self-doubt. And so that's going to involve being able to show this vulnerability and connect with others and ask for help. All right, Gemini, I'll talk to you in a week. Thank you.